Most traders think they're losing because they don't have the right strategy. They keep searching for better indicators, new setups, or some secret system. But here's the truth no one tells you. Early enough, you can have a great strategy and still lose money. And you can have a very simple strategy and still be profitable. The difference is not the strategy. It's risk management. Let me say this clearly. Trading is not about how much you can make. It's about how well you can protect what you already have. Because if you can't protect your capital, you won't survive long enough to grow it. And survival is everything in trading. Now think about this. If you lose 50% of your account, you need 100% just to get back to where you started. Most traders don't realize how hard it is to recover from big losses. That's why risking too much is the fastest way to fail. This is where most beginners make their first big mistake. They risk way too much on a single trade. 10%, 20%, sometimes even more. It feels exciting because the potential profit looks big. But what they don't see is the downside. Just a few losses, and the account is gone. Professional traders think differently. They don't focus on how much they can make. They focus on how little they can lose. Most of them risk around 1% per trade, sometimes even less. That means even after a losing streak, they're still in the game. And that's the key. Now let's talk about stop loss. This is one of the simplest tools, yet one of the most ignored. A stop loss is not there to hurt you. It's there to protect you. But many traders don't use it. They enter a trade and say, I'll close it manually. But when price moves against them, they freeze. They hesitate. They hope. And that hope turns small losses into big ones. The market doesn't care about your opinion. It doesn't care about your analysis. If price goes against you, you need to accept it quickly. That's what a stop loss does. It forces discipline. Now here's another mistake that quietly destroys accounts. Bad risk to reward. Let's say you risk $100 to make 50. Even if you win more trades than you lose, you still struggle to grow. Because your losses are bigger than your wins, smart traders flip this. They risk 1 to make 2, or even more. That way, they don't need to win every trade. Even with a lower win rate, they stay profitable. This is where mindset changes everything. You don't need to be right all the time. You just need to manage your losses better than your wins. Now let's talk about something that destroys discipline: emotions. After a loss, many traders feel the need to recover quickly, so they increase their position size. They take random trades. They rush. This is called revenge trading, and it's one of the fastest ways to blow an account. But professional traders stay consistent. They don't change their risk after a win or a loss. They follow the same rules every single time, because consistency is what creates long-term results. Here's a simple way to think about it. Every trade you take is just one of many. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be a winner. It just needs to follow your plan. Before you enter any trade, you should already know 3 things. Where you will exit if you are wrong, where you will take profit if you are right, and how much you are willing to lose. If you don't know these before entering, you are gambling. Now here's something most people don't want to hear. You already know what to do. You've heard about stop loss. You've heard about risk management. You've heard about discipline. But the problem is not knowledge. It's execution. Trading is simple, but it's not easy because it requires you to stay calm when you're losing, to stay disciplined when you're tempted, to stay patient when nothing is happening. And most people fail at that, not because they can't understand charts, but because they can't control themselves. Here's the shift that changes everything. Stop focusing on profits. Start focusing on consistency. Focus on following your rules. Focus on protecting your capital. Because once you do, the profits become a result, not a goal. And this is why most traders are still not profitable, not because they lack information, but because they ignore the basics. They chase wins instead of controlling losses. If you fix just this one thing, your trading will not become perfect overnight, but it will become stable, and stability is what leads to profitability. So the next time you take a trade, don't ask yourself how much you can make. Ask yourself how much you're willing to lose. That one question will change the way you trade. If you want to become profitable, stop chasing better strategies. Start managing risk like a professional. If this helped you, subscribe for more simple and powerful trading videos.